So what's up, everybody? I'm here to talk about the monkeypox situation. Um, and I just want to say that the times we living in the last days, we living in the end times, and everything you see going on is Bible prophecies. It's supposed to happen. Like Jesus said in the Bible, it's the beginning of birth pains. All this has to happen, but the end has not yet come. And we just gotta, I pray that this video open your eyes, open your hearts, and just help y'all realize and wake some of you up. And um, because everything you see going on around you, is all Bible prophecies. It's really, it's a lot going on right now. And see all this going on because the prince of the air, who is the devil, he's roaming the earth, and you know you see all this going on. But Jesus is coming back soon. Norma isn't. So Norma is not gonna come back. Jesus is. So I pray this video wakes a lot of you up and open your eyes. But let's get into it. So I'm here to talk about you know the testing to getting monkeypox under control. But there's a shocking lack of demand, and here's is what they mean by shocking lack of demand. They talks about it, and it says, testing for monkeypox, a crucial part of containing the growing outbreak, has gotten off to a sluggish start. At the 5 commercial laboratories that are doing nearly all of the nation's testing, CNN has learned. So it's already saying that it got off to a sluggish start. And you might be asking yourself, what you mean by a sluggish start? Okay, for example, Mayo Clinic Laboratories has the capacity to process 1,000 monkeypox samples a week, but has received only 45 specimens from doctors since starting monkeypox testing July 11. Another of the labs can do 5,000 tests per week, but has received 0 samples over the past 2 weeks. At LabCorp, one of the largest commercial labs in the U.S., uptake has been higher but still extremely low, according to Dr. Brian Caveney, the lab's president of diagnosis. So you see, when they talk about it, like, and you think about it, it's like, and the thing about it is, men who are sleeping with the same sex is at risk of getting monkeypox. Then you see COVID on the rise again. Like, y'all, it's getting crazy out here. But like I said, it's all Bible prophecy. So, but man, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on right now. Luke chapter 21 verse 11 says, there are going to be famines, there are going to be earthquakes, and there's going to be pestilences, like COVID-19, and like this monkeypox situation. So it's all Bible prophecy. The Bible talks about this. And, I pray this wake y'all up, and I pray that just open your eyes and y'all take heed to this video. And yeah, I pray that this wakes y'all up. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all the video of them talking about the whole situation. Hopefully that helps y'all understand better. If y'all didn't really understand what I was saying, hopefully this video helps y'all understand better. But yeah, I pray this video bless you, and I love you all. God loves you too. God bless you.
More than 3,000 cases confirmed so far in the United States, cases of monkeypox. The White House is expected to name a monkeypox coordinator to help in the response to the outbreak. Joining us now is Dr. Anthony Fauci, Chief Medical Advisor on COVID to President Biden and Director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases. Dr. Fauci, thank you so much for being with us. What specifically would a monkeypox coordinator do, and how difficult has this been for the administration to get its arms around over the last several months?
Well, it certainly is a serious problem, and that's the reason why there's consideration for getting someone to be responsible for the overall coordination. There are several aspects of it. Obviously, as an infectious disease problem, as you showed the numbers, John, it's a growing problem. The World Health Organization has declared it a public health emergency of international concern. There are now over 80 countries throughout the world who have cases, more than 16,000 cases in non-endemic countries. So this is something we're taking very seriously. And when you have something like that, you want coordination among all the different agencies. The research, the public health. There are 3 issues and 1 outreach. So the 4 pillars that we take are obviously testing, increasing the testing, which has been done rather dramatically from about 6,000 tests a week to now about 80,000 tests a week. Then there's the vaccine, which is going to be distributed in a way that is equitable for people who are post-exposure as well as those who are in risk of getting infected and have a pre-exposure. And then you have therapy, which you've got to make sure that the paperwork and the logistic constraints associated with the distribution of therapy are brought down to a very, very low minimum. So those are the kind of things that you want someone to actually coordinate all of those things to get a much better response. We're doing well, but we've got to do much better.
Much better. How? When you say much better, has there been a slow response to this?
Well, John, it depends what you mean, because early on, when the outbreak was noticed, the strategy was a post-exposure prophylaxis, which is the standard way of this type of a pox virus, that you would get it to the person who in fact has been infected and those around them, sometimes referred to as ring vaccination. But it's very clear with the spread of this that there now has to be a balance between vaccines available for those who clearly have been exposed as well as those at risk. And that's where the change in the distribution, so that you anticipate that someone might get infected as opposed to responding to someone who is infected. And that's the way the strategy is going right now.
The WHO, as we noted, has declared an emergency. Should the United States declare a public health emergency on this?
John, I'm not going to get ahead of that. That's something that's obviously on the active consideration, but I don't want to be giving an opinion until we sit down with the team and talk about whether that happens. And that would not be appropriate.
So who needs to be vaccinated right now? And is this a situation, if and when there's enough vaccine, that ultimately the whole population or larger populations will get vaccinated for monkeypox?
I don't think that you're going to have the entire population. Obviously, you leave the door open for any possibility, but I would doubt that that's the case, because what we're seeing right now, and it could change, it could go beyond the population of men who have sex with men. But if you look at the number of vaccines available early on, we've now distributed about 323,000 doses that have been distributed now. And within, I hope, a few days, John, maybe hopefully by the end of July, there'll be an additional 800,000. So what you want to do is a balance between vaccinating those who clearly have had an exposure, but go well beyond that. For example, if you look within the population of men who have sex with men, those who are on pre-exposure prophylaxis for HIV and are at risk, those are the people that you want to vaccinate in a pre-exposure prophylaxis, as well as men who have sex with men who are HIV infected, but who are low in essentially undetectable viral load, who they know they're not going to transmit to someone else with HIV. They may be quite at risk for monkeypox. So you're going to want to vaccinate those. So there's an entire layered group of people who are at risk. That's what we need to do.